Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be comparing two products, and today specifically is going to be two concealers. I have not compared two concealers yet, so I thought today was the day. These are two that I really like, so I wanted to see if there was a huge difference, if they're comparable one to another, all that fun stuff. So it's going to be the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer and the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. So I feel like these two have similarities, and I want to see just how similar or different they are. So I thought that would be a fun video to do. Before we start getting into the details and trying them out, please, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel. I do all kinds of makeup, self-tanning, fashion videos. If you like that, please make sure that you're subscribed. But if you want to see me compare these two, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alrighty guys, like I said, we are comparing the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer and the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. Like I said, I feel like I've noticed similarities between the two, like as far as coverage, color, all of that goes. So I wanted to see just how similar or different they are and which one I like more, which one I think is more worth your money, all of the fun stuff that we normally talk about. So this is not specifically a like drugstore versus high-end video that I typically do. They are both sold at the same place. They both are around the same price. The Rare Beauty one is $19 and the Charlotte Tilbury is $32. So Rare Beauty is definitely less expensive, but they're kind of around that same range, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna read the details about both for you, and then we are just gonna try them out and see what happens. So I already have foundation on my face, by the way, and I just did my brows and my mascara, but I don't really have anything else on my face. I wanted to stay fresh-faced for this, and then we'll do the rest of my makeup later. But the first one that I have pulled up is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. Again, this goes for $19, and I have this in the shade 260N. So it's, let's see, I think this is like a medium. Yeah, for a medium with neutral golden undertones. And then the details here just say a lightweight hydrating concealer with cake-free medium to full coverage that lasts while brightening skin with a radiant finish. Coverage is medium, finish is radiant, formulation is liquid. And it also says this concealer instantly hides blemishes, dark circles, and redness with buildable coverage and a skin-like finish that won't cake or settle into fine lines. With a botanical blend, it's creamy and hydrating, yet long-lasting and sweat-resistant. Plus, it comes in the same 48 shades as the Liquid Touch foundation. So 48 shades is a lot, definitely caters to a lot of different skin tones, which is very much appreciated. So that is that. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. And this goes for $32, like I said. And I have this in the shade 4, which is fair. And it's warm beige for light skin with all undertones. So this one is supposed to cater to all undertones. And then I think this one has around 21 shades. So the Rare Beauty one has like more than double the amount of shades than the Charlotte Tilbury one does. That's just something to note. And then the description for this one says a full coverage, long lasting, dark circle diminishing, color correcting concealer. Full coverage, natural finish, liquid formulation. Magic Away reduces the appearance of dark circles, pigmentation, redness, blemishes, and imperfections while creating the appearance of firmer, lifted skin. The unique Magic Precision Face Applicator Sponge, an applicator which hugs your skin, is designed to roll over imperfections and hug the under eye contour for the most flawless application. Also sounds freaking amazing. And I already know this one is good too, so I know it does what it claims. I will say though, I'm not the biggest fan of the brush that it comes with. Like, yeah, it's nice, but I feel like it malfunctions a lot, so I just had to mention that. I usually take like a brush and pack the concealer under here so I don't make such a big mess with this little brush sponge thing. It's just easier for me that way. And then as far as how much both have in them, the Charlotte Tilbury is 0.13 fluid ounces and the Rare Beauty one is 0.25. So the Rare Beauty one does have more product in it. Another thing I will say about this, the applicator is not my favorite. I absolutely adore the concealer, but the applicator kind of is strange on this one. Like you have to like twist this thing a million times before any product actually comes out of it. And then like when you see this, I've barely used this one because this is a new one and it's already like almost fully out. So that kind of sucks, but those are just the main things that I wanted to mention. Obviously, I absolutely love both because this one is almost completely empty. And then this is my second bottle of this concealer that I'm going through. I just ran out of my other one. So both are very, very much loved. I already know that both are great. I just want to compare them and see which one I like better. Which one is more worth your money because they're both really great ones. So I am going to start applying these. I will do the Charlotte Tilbury on this side of my face and I'll do Rare Beauty on this side of my face. I'm gonna apply them right now, then we'll talk about just like first initial things that we see, and then I'll do the rest of my makeup on my face and then we'll talk about what else we see. So let's just start applying. All right guys, I am back. So you saw pretty much I put concealer on my chin. I like split it in half, one on one side, one on the other side. I did like above my lips, same thing. I did my under eyes and the sides of my nose. I did like right here under where my like cheekbones are, and then I did a little bit in the middle of my forehead. And I just love both of these. Honestly, I'm so confused right now because seeing them right next to each other just made me love both of them even more and made me confused on the differences between the two. I think the main thing that I noticed that was different between them right off the bat was the finish. The finish obviously doesn't claim to be the same on the descriptions or anything like that, but looking at them right next to each other, you can really tell the difference. So I would say the Charlotte Tilbury side is definitely more on like the natural to matte side. Not saying that it's matte, but it's more on that side than the Rare Beauty one is. This one is definitely more on like the radiant side. You could see much more of a glowiness under this eye than you can under this one. Or at least I can, like definitely tell the difference between the finishes there. The color too was obviously different because this one was medium neutral and then this one was more on the light side. But I feel like looking at my face right now, you really can't tell too much of a difference, or at least I can't. Like this under eye does look a little bit lighter, but nothing drastic. As far as like creasing anywhere on my face, especially under my eyes, I really don't see too much of a difference, to be honest with you. This side just looks a little bit more hydrated because it has a radiant finish versus this one having a more natural to matte kind of finish. And then I know this one is supposed to be a medium to full coverage, and then this one is supposed to be a full coverage. But honestly, one does not look like cakier or heavier or fuller coverage than the other. I feel like as far as what they covered and how they look on my face, they look very, 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 very similar. This one does feel a little tiny bit more sticky though, because I think it has that more radiant finish, so it feels a little tiny bit stickier, but neither one feels bad or anything like that. They both look really, really pretty though. Like, I absolutely love how both of them look. I do kind of want to see how they both work with other makeup products, so I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face of makeup, and then I will be right back to give you guys some more thoughts and then let you know which one I like more. This is going to be a hard decision, so I will be right back. All right, I am back and I applied the rest of my makeup, so everything is done, and I do have a couple differences that I noticed. I will say for the most part though, they are very similar looking. Like, I feel like I could go out like this and you wouldn't even know that I was wearing two concealers. So I do love that about it. The main differences that I saw, especially the first thing actually that I saw, was when I closed my eyes like this. I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing, but on this eyelid, there's really like hardly any product from the concealer. But on this eyelid, it's like very, very noticeable that there's product still on there. So this one definitely creases into my eyelid a lot more than the Charlotte Tilbury one does. So that was like the first thing that I noticed right when I started applying my makeup. I was like, whoa, that's a difference. But then another thing that I noticed was, obviously I have concealer on like down here and then here on both sides of my face. For some reason, this side of my face looks a lot more just like blended out, like melted together than this side does. Like, I don't know if you guys could see right here. I tried to fix it, but I don't know how well I did, but you could see it's like a tiny bit patchy here. And then like right here, it looks kind of funny too. So that was one thing that I was like kind of caught off guard by, because I don't know that I noticed that kind of thing happening so much when I would wear this one on its own. One thing I will say that I like better about this one is that I feel like the color suits me better on this side. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this one, even though it's like a medium to full coverage, did a better job of hiding my dark circles than this one did. This one is lighter and it looks like not as thick as this one, but this one didn't cover up my dark circles as well as this one did. Like, I feel like I could still see a little bit of something here, but not as much on this side. So that's something I did notice pretty much right away too when I started applying the rest of my makeup. Other than that though, they're so similar. Like, I feel like for my pores, they did very similar things, and that's pretty much it. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury side works a little bit better with other makeup products, but this one, the color match is just a little bit better. So I don't know. I really, really like both of them. I honestly love what this one is doing for my dark circles more than I do what this one's doing. But I feel like overall everything tied in together, I feel like this one is giving me like an overall better performance, but literally by like this much. Like, it's hardly a difference. And honestly, I could just put a tiny bit of like a color corrector under my eye and it would probably give me a very similar result to what this one did. So I don't know. I feel like I just love how this one worked with other makeup products more. Like, this side of my face just looks so, like I said, melted together, and this one is just a little bit patchier, and that's throwing me off. So I feel like I can make a color corrector work to have something that blends in with the rest of my makeup better, versus something that's like giving me a little bit of this weird like patchiness kind of thing, and it's like a little bit weirder here. Like, I don't like really what's happening here. So I feel like if I absolutely had to choose one, I think the one at the moment that I like better is the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I do really love this one. Like, I obviously use both of these like crazy, and I grab for both of these a ton, so you really cannot go wrong either way you go. Like, you're not gonna be disappointed with either one of these. I just think comparing the two, if I absolutely had to pick one, I would probably choose the Charlotte Tilbury one. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to comment, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you noticed something that I didn't, or which one was your favorite, what you like about both, what you don't like about both. Just let me know everything. Comment, give this a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next one.